What's going on, guys? What is good, everyone? TG here, and I am back with another Reflex throwback. Today we have ColdHedge Supercross by the C4 Detonator. Now, this is hands down one of my favorite Supercross tracks, man. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so like I said before, this is definitely one of my favorite tracks of 2015. It is super fucking long and it has a lot of variety to it. You got your split section, your zigzag corners, your flat track corners, you got your bowl corners, you got different style of jumps, you got outdoors jumps, you got Supercross type jumps, and on top of that, you gotta weave in and out of a fucking garage, and if you jump too high, you fucking die. But that does add character. No, I'm just playing. But you can definitely tell that C4 put in a lot of time and effort into this track. I mean, even though it's super long, it is non-stop rhythm sections, whoop section, roller sections. You know, you can tell that he spent a lot of time working on this track. And also, speaking of C4, I have the boy right here. What's going on, C4? What's good, man? So tell us about the track, man.
Yeah, so I made this track about a year or so ago, and this was my one of my proudest things I made for my tracks. Like it was probably the milestone of it's probably the milestone of me creating tracks. Like I went from all one standard, one platform with the same type of jumps and everything's the same kind of shit. This was the first time I actually spent a lot of time on the objects, recreated every jump, berm, messed with stuff I've never made before. Like I didn't even know what drag was. I didn't know what a prominence.
And no bump modulus.
Yeah, no bump mod. This was way before dark slides time, dude. I didn't make dark slides until like half a year after this, probably. But
yeah. But man, I'm telling you, man, this is definitely one of the tracks that I always come back to and ride. But go ahead, finish up.
Fucking lit. It's fucking lit.
It's fucking lit.
Yeah, thank you, man. This was back when I actually cared about making tracks for fun, not for any of the like shit. Like to be honest, I didn't have a single friend on Steam, so I was just making tracks for myself, and I couldn't even ride this track on Reflex because my laptop was so bad and laggy from all the bales and stuff I was placing. So what I would do is that I would just say, hey, this is good enough. Even though I can't play, I just guess it, you know, in Photoshop.
I remember that, yeah. I remember you like, yeah, I can't play, but, you know, go ahead and have fun.
And the only way I can tell if I made the track correctly was if someone did a review about it, and it's like, hey, you made a good track. I'm like, yes, it worked.
Yeah, man, this is like definitely one of the tracks that caught me off guard. I was like, you know, everyone does a formal Supercross track, you know, it's always the same, you know. This Supercross track is about, what, a minute long or so. You came out with this long-ass Supercross track with a different variety of everything. Bowl corners, flat track corners, gigantic, you know, outdoors type jumps, Supercross type jumps, you know, you got tabletops in here. It's just, like, it caught me way off guard, and I wish Benny was here. He'll tell you, too. Like, this track was amazing. Like, this is, like, one of the tracks I was like, whoa, this is something different. And, like, you know, I didn't really know it was you because I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't really out there yet, talking to track creators yet, but you make some awesome ass tracks, man. It's definitely one of them. Just it's up there with Lynn Valley too, you know. And I had to bring you in for this one. I was like, no, it's a good idea to bring C4 since I know him now. It'd be good to bring him into this video and he can discuss it and tell me about it, and it'd be, you know, be a good little, you know, discussion. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the positive words on the track. Like, even though it's old as shit, like it's posted about like back a year or more so ago.
Yeah.
I still remember every detail about making this track, every bale, like, so thank you for appreciating it.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no problem, man.
This is one of the tracks that was, like, fun to make, but also, like, it was something that I contemplated if I should drink bleach because it was so fucking pissing me off, but
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had times like that. It's like, I wanted to make a long-ass Supercross, you know? It's something nobody's done before. It's usually, like, regular.
Yeah.
And making the height map is always the funnest part of any track, but placing the bales, I could not do it. Even though there's a lot of the bales, it's really poorly placed. I did the best I could, but I couldn't even test the track because all this stuff, you know.
Wow, that's insane. So you kind of blindly built this shit, but it still came out really good.
Thank you.
Blindfold building tracks, man. Hashtag C4. But yeah,
I
man.
made like 8 tracks like that, and I'm very glad that I got like my new laptop a few months ago, so I can actually make tracks not blinded. But
yeah, I remember, man. You were like, yeah, I can't ride with you guys. I'll try, but you just lag out. It really sucked. You know, that's back when I first met you. You know, I really wanted to see, you know, what's up with the
Back when I
homie
was a
C4.
bigger asshole, you know. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
but like, thanks for all the kind words and stuff. Like, I don't know too much to say about this. Like, it was all made in Photoshop. Obviously no bump models. First time I ever used the drag and slipperiness maps ever. Mess with the RGB to get wetness in some areas, some not. Especially new objects. Like, I didn't even know the warehouses were a stock object until I was playing around with it and I found it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy too. I've never seen someone weave in and out of a garage. That was crazy. Or warehouse. I never seen anybody weave, like, you know, just go in and out of a fucking warehouse. That's insane. It's something totally different, you know. It's cool how, like, it just goes out of this one, goes into the next one. It's goes outside. It's just lit. 'Cause, you know, Supercross is mostly indoors most of the time, you know.
Yeah.
But you got both aspects. You got outdoor and indoor. That's pretty cool.
Something I want to include on this as well is that, like, for the longest time, like, my first 10 tracks I've made, not just released, but just made in general, you can't classify them. Like, I've been talking to people about them, like, in Reflex Central, where you post it, you have to go as a national, a free ride, or a Supercross, but mine was neither three. It was raceable, but, like, I didn't know which slot to put it in, because, like, this is a Supercross, but you can't really tell that well. It's like, it doesn't have the traditional style, I guess, you know?
Variety, different styles.
But it goes to, like, my other tracks as well, like Lynn Valley's a good one. Like, it's not Supercross, it's not national, it's like kind of a mix between. So I just call it a C4 detonator track. You know, obviously, thankfully. Make my own.
Your tracks are always, you know, they're Supercrossy but outdoors at the same time. That's really cool. You can definitely tell it's made by C4 if it has that aspect. You know, no one else really does that. They're either doing outdoors or they're doing Supercross. It's like, no, not both. You know, but you always bring both to the table.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might do that on one of my new tracks, but I ate it right there. But, but yeah, dude, it's always fun to come back on, like, older tracks. Not just talking about mine, just like if you look at the artistic, like, scale and everything about creating the older tracks, it has, like, I don't know, it's something unique. Like you look at the new tracks, like, it's all about perfection and realism. Like, what I was going for, and a lot of people back in the day, was just like, have a fun track that works for Reflex, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how well I did it on here, but I think I'm still proud of this track, and it's not one of my best ones, but it's still a fun one in my opinion. But,
yeah, very, very fun, man. It's like one of the tracks that no one else has made yet. It's just, all the variety is insane. I can't say anything else, but just go check it out for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. This fucking shit is lit. But yeah, C4, man, I appreciate you what you do for the community, man. You actually make this shit a hell of a lot better. I'm glad that you continue to make tracks and do your thing, man. And make sure you guys definitely go check out this track and make sure to show C4 some love, man.
I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and check out YouTube channel down below. Shameless plug. Check him out down below, guys. Check him out down below, and make sure you show this track some love. And yeah, with that being said, any last words, C4?
Fuck C4. That's all I can think of.
Hashtag fuck C4. All right, guys, we up out of here. Have a good one. Have a nice day.